guys, so today I thought of making a kind of like a different kind of video to show you like what I do every morning, because I've been hearing a lot of people that want to know like what do I do with a baby all day. So I'm going to show you kind of like what I do with a baby in the morning. So my son is 3 months old, so he can kind of play now. So usually I wake up, I change him, and I leave him playing in his little play gym, and he has so much fun with this little robot. He loves this thing. So it's probably because he can touch it, like he can reach it. So he has a lot of fun with it. And then my husband usually takes my son to school. He's not back yet. And then I wake up at around 8:30. Like right now it's 8:57. I change baby, and then I leave him playing there, and then I make coffee. So let's make coffee together. So this is my coffee machine. This is my mug. That's my coffee. And that's Santino, who's starting to get annoyed. Yeah, he doesn't last very long in this thing. Like usually he only lasts like 10 minutes and then he wants to play again, like with me. So I'm gonna go ahead and make this coffee real quick. I really like this coffee machine because it has this little thing where you can make cappuccinos. So I really like this. Now let's go get the milk. Oh, you guys get to take a look at my fridge. So that's my fridge. I have a load of yogurt, and I recently started this program. It's called Hello Fresh. I got 4 days worth. I don't know how it is. I'll let you know later. I don't think it's worth it because it's very expensive. I can totally cook 4 meals with like 1/10 of what I spent on this service. So let's get the milk. And this always happens to me. Every time I make coffee, I forget the coffee and it starts like overflowing, but this time I didn't, so I'm very happy about it. There we go, coffee. And let's see if it has enough water. It does have enough water. So let me finish making this coffee and then I'll show you what I have for breakfast aside from coffee, because I don't just have coffee. Okay, so my coffee's ready. And while Santino plays, he's still entertained, I'm gonna go ahead and clean the house. So what I have to do is I have to wait until the dishwasher is done so that I can put all of these things in the dishwasher. And then I have to gather all of the dirty clothes from all of the house and just like wash them. So let's do that. So as you can see, there are dirty clothes pretty much everywhere. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pick them all up. These are actually, yeah, these are clean clothes because they're folded. Dirty clothes. I think there are a bunch of dirty clothes. Yes, bunch of dirty clothes. So they're pretty much everywhere in my house. So I've gathered all the dirty clothes. I'm gonna go take them to the basement, which is where the laundry room is. Oh no, more dirty clothes. I hate dirty clothes. Check this out. It's okay. So let's, oh no! They're clean clothes in the washer now, so that means that I have to move all of those to the dryer. And then, oh yes, I love when this happens, when I think there are gonna be a ton of clothes in the dryer and they're none. So if I'm back from washing the clothes and baby's still entertained, which she still is, I'm going to go ahead and wash all of his bottles. So I have a system for his bottles. I'm going to show you right now. Bottles first, I get them dirty. I kind of wash them a little bit in cold water, in hot water, I'm sorry, and then I soak them. So I put a little bit of this foaming soap and a whole ton of really hot water, and I leave them soaking for a few hours. And I do the same thing with the inside of the bottle. I put a little bit of dish soap in this container, and then I put hot water and I leave them there for like a few hours or like overnight sometimes. And then I dry them and I put them in this rack. So I'm gonna be doing that right now. We're done doing all the chores, and now we're gonna have some Santi mommy time. Right, baby? Okay, so usually what I do is I lay on this carpet here with him and we just like play. Like I do like beep 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 or something like that. Or I also make him pick a book. I know that sounds weird, but like I'm gonna show you how I do it and then we read it together. So let me show you how I make him pick a book. So those are Santino's books, those over there. And I usually walk him to the bookcase. So I'm like, Santino, you want to go pick out a book? We walk, take little steps, little steps, little steps, little steps. And then I ask him, Santino, do you want to read this book? This is his favorite book. Do you want to read this book? Yes? So usually if he stares at it too much, like he is like intensely right now, that means yes. This is his favorite book, so I know he always wants to read this one. Or I ask him, Santino, do you want to read this book? Maybe? Yeah? Oh, it seems like he wants to read this book today. We've never read this book. It's The Belly Button Book by Sandra Boynton. So let's go ahead and read that. This should be interesting. Okay, so we went to lay down to read a book and he just started crying. So I think he's hungry. He's 40 right now and he's eating. He never eats this early. He starts eating like at 10:30 or something like that. But as I said before, he's like going through a growth spurt and he's just been eating like crazy. And also, I'm not sure if he is actually ready to start eating solids. Because if he is, that would make a lot of sense that he would be a little more hungry because he needs like food, solid food to complement his completely like liquid diet. So I'm not sure what to give him. Yesterday I tried giving him a little bit of rice cereal, but he was like, I'm not eating that. And then I boiled him some carrots, but then I had to go pick up my other son, Gianluca, to school. So I couldn't really give them to him. So I think today I'm gonna try to give him something in the afternoon, but we'll see what happens. So he's finally done eating. It's only 9:50, so he ate for like 20 minutes. We started eating at 9:30, right? Is that when we started eating? And then he was done by 9:50. So now we're gonna go downstairs and try to play already in our living room with our book that we were gonna read, and we're gonna go ahead and read it now. So we're done reading our book, and I actually had to change him because he salivated all over his other clothes, which are right there. And I also like took the time to change his diaper. And these are all the things that I actually used for his diaper change. I use this Honest diaper size 3, and they're super cute. Check it out. They're like little bunnies. These are like the spring collection. This is the spring collection of Honest. And this, I used to really dislike Honest diapers, the old ones, but this new ones that they just came up with, True Absorb Technology Advanced Leak Protection, these are really cool. He doesn't like being ignored. He likes being the center of attention all the time. You see, he screams and then I touch him and he's like, yay, mommy's paying attention to me. So then I use this Pampers sensitive wipes because they're really good. I prefer them 1,000 times over the regular Pampers wipes. It's just they're thicker, I think. They're like a lot more resistant than the regular ones. And they're not more expensive actually. And then I use this petroleum jelly. Baba. Come here, come here, come here. Oh, you're upset. The last thing we use is triple paste. We actually didn't use it because he didn't have a rash today, but I always have it like in hand in case he's like a little red, because this thing is amazing. And now we're gonna go chill outside. We're gonna see if we can take a little walk in the yard, if it's not raining, if it's not awful. So it's actually not raining, it's really beautiful out. And he really likes being outside. It's one of his favorite things in the world, just like chilling outside. So he has a favorite tree that I'm gonna show you in a second. It's like a little tiny tree. It's right there. He loves that tree. I think it's because ever since we moved to this house when he was born. So when we moved to this house, the tree was like really little, and I used to always tell him, oh hey, that tree is as little as you are. So we come see his tree every morning, and then right now he's like really interested in the camera, but he just loves his tree. He stares at it, and then sometimes he tries to touch it. Right, Santi? You love your tree. So we're gonna be doing tree things for a while. I don't wanna record his entire like tree watching because it could take forever. So I'll see you guys in a sec. So we're done with our walk around the yard. He's super chill. I think he's ready to go take a nap. It is almost 11:20 now, and I'm ready to make myself some breakfast. So I usually eat eggs in the morning. I have either scrambled or hard-boiled eggs, and today I feel like eating hard-boiled eggs, so this is what I'm making. I usually complement my breakfast with a piece of toast or maybe some fruit. Let's see what I have. We have strawberries. We have, ooh, pineapple. I love pineapple. This is what I'm gonna have. So I'm gonna have some pineapple. I'm gonna have my eggs, and I'm gonna eat a yogurt. So I love this yogurt. It's yogurt smoothies actually. They're Lala yogurt smoothies. And I love them because they're really delicious, they're really sweet, and they have 5 grams of protein. And I need a lot of protein to be able to produce enough milk. I have been running low in my supply again. Like, I've been having a lot of trouble with my milk supply. I do not produce enough milk for my baby to eat, and so I have to supplement with formula. And the one that I use is Similac for supplementation, which is this one over here. So I try to eat like foods that are going to help me produce more milk, like protein in my yogurt and protein in my eggs. And I also started making oatmeal with flaxseed meal. So this is what I use. I put this in my oatmeal, and I hate oatmeal. I hate oatmeal. It's disgusting. Every time I eat it, I feel like I'm gonna throw up, but I know it's good for me and good for him, so I just suck it up and eat it. So today I'm gonna eat oatmeal in mid-afternoon, which is when I stop producing milk. Like it kind of like stops the production. Like at night it's really good, and in the morning too, but like in the mid-afternoon it starts going down like crazy. So I'm gonna have a bowl of oatmeal like at 3 or something. And while I get my breakfast ready, I'm gonna go ahead and organize his bag because we're gonna go out this afternoon. Usually at noon I make a video, like when he goes to sleep I make a video so that I can show you guys. But today my son Gianluca, he has early release at school, so we have to go pick him up, and I need to make sure that he has everything that he needs in this bag. So I usually have 2 onesies in his bag, and I have 1 pair of pajamas. And right now I have these cozy ones because it's getting really cold out, and he's a very cold baby. Like, he does not stand the cold very well. So he usually has to wear these like cozy ones. And then his mat for his changing pad. He's wobbling up. He loves this thing. We have wipes. We have a toy. We have, oh, this is sunscreen in case like there's sun. I have emergency sunscreen. And in his diaper pouch, I usually carry as many diapers as hours we're gonna be outside, and maybe some more. So right now I have 1, 2, 3, so I have to go get 1 more. I have both Aquaphor and triple paste, some breast pads, some lotion for my hands if they get dried, or for his skin if it gets dry. So I need to get a few more diapers. So I brought 2 more diapers to add to his diaper pouch because I don't know how long we're going to be outside. We're going to go pick up my son, Gianluca, from school because today's early release. And then we are going to go walk around town with his friend Matteo. So the last thing that I need to check, not the last thing, like the second to last thing that I need to check is his bibs. So I usually take 6 or 8 or even more sometimes. So let's see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I brought more, 6, 7, 8. So I need to be prepared because this baby goes through bibs like there's no tomorrow. So there you go. And now in this front pocket we usually put his dirty bibs. So I need to take this out, throw it over there so that we can wash it. And as you saw earlier in the video, I just pick up the clothes from everywhere in the house, and it's just because of that, because when I find dirty clothes I just like throw them somewhere. And then we need his milk. So I usually take my boppy pillow so that I can breastfeed him when I'm in the car, and because it's really uncomfortable to breastfeed outside. Like I can't do it. Like I would do it, like I don't care, but it's really uncomfortable. So I usually take a couple of bottles. So I usually take 2, and I take 2 sets of these nurse sets. So I take 1 for supplementation, and I take 2 Pro Advanced because I'm trying to transition him into Pro Advanced, and the doctor said that I need to start by mixing it. And so I need 1 more bottle and 1 more set of nurse sets. So now his bag is ready with everything. I added a couple of toys, his favorite toy, the robot, and another toy that he really likes, so that he can keep himself entertained in the car. So a few seconds ago he was making a ton of noises, and those are the noises that he makes when he's falling asleep. So now he's like about to doze off. I'm super excited because I love boiled eggs. So my breakfast is ready. I'm so excited because I love this, one of my favorite breakfast foods. My yogurt, my pineapple, and my boiled eggs. So I'm done with my breakfast, and Santino really wants to go to sleep, so I came upstairs. We're back in our chair, and we're going to try to fall asleep. He does this thing where he like goes like on me with his binky, and he just like passes out there. It's the cutest thing. So then when he falls asleep, I'm gonna put him in his chair, and we're gonna go pick up Gianluca. So I actually ended up not taking Santi with me to pick up Gianluca because he was eating, he was in the middle of eating, and then he fell asleep like on me, and then it was already like 12:04, and I had to pick up Gianluca at like 12:20, and there was just no time to get everything ready. So I left him at home with his dad, and I just like started driving. So it's 12:09 right now, and it's gonna take me about 12 minutes to get there, so I'm gonna be like a minute late or something, which is fine. But yeah, that's how my morning usually goes. It's really chill. I really like it. Like I do a couple of things around the house, and then I mainly just chill with baby, and we just do things together. We eat, we play, we read, and then he falls asleep at around noon. And in a regular day, like a day that is not early release and I have to pick up Gianluca, I would actually start filming a video or 2 or 3, like depending on how long he sleeps, and then he wakes up again, and then we do our afternoon routine, but that's for another time. So thank you for watching our morning routine, and I hope you guys have an awesome day. See ya!